Big day! Big day!
So, Zhong Kui in Black Myth? Let's talk about it. Hello. My name is Blair and this is Bajie, and I'm so excited to take a deep dive into the legend of Zhong Kui, explore the small teaser the team behind Black Myth put out, and give my thoughts in a relationship with what was, and if I may, what I imagine could be in the future. Let's start with Zhong Kui. According to legend, and legend has many forms in Chinese mythology, during the Tang Dynasty in the region of Mount Zhongnan lived a man with the kindest heart, the greatest academic achievement, and a ghastly, monstrous appearance. He spent his younger years studying, and once an adult, he left to take the imperial exams, which during the Sui and Tang Dynasty was a way of choosing bureaucracy based on merit rather than by birthright. Zhong Kui and his friend Du Ping, which were from the same village, went to the capital city of Chanang, where the exams had to be taken. Zhong Kui passed the exams, earning him the title of Zhuang Yuan. I probably don't say it correctly, earning him the title of top scorer or valedictorian. Yet when the emperor gazed upon his disfigured appearance, he was shocked and appalled to the point that he stripped Zhong Kui of his rightfully earned title. Angered and saddened with this immense injustice, Zhong Kui started hurling himself at the palace gates and started hitting his head on the gates and stairs of the palace until his head was split open. His friend Du Ping took his body back home, where he had him buried and laid to rest. Upon his passing, Zhong Kui's spirit had to face the judgment of Yan Wang, the underworld king, who pitied the top scorer's fate and at the same time saw immense potential in him. Instead of condemning him to an afterlife in hell due to his past action, he hired him. Under the title of King of Ghosts or King of Demons, which is short for Divine Thundering Exorcist and Slayer of Demons, King of Bringing Luck and Prosperity, he was to hunt, capture, and maintain discipline among all ghost folks, while protecting mortals from evil spirits. Ending his adventures in the underworld, Zhong Kui returned home on Chinese New Year's, when he is celebrated, even now, and as a show of gratitude to his friend, the now King of Ghosts married his younger sister to Du Ping. Later on, but still during the Tang Dynasty, Emperor Xuanzong fell gravely ill after supervising a military exercise on Mount Li. And once he returned home, he continued being ill for over a month. One night, the emperor dreamt of two demons, one small with red trouser, one foot had one shoe on it, the other shoe was on his belt, and he was carrying a bamboo fan in his hand. This demon snatched a purple sachet that belonged to the emperor's consort and the emperor's jade flute, and started running down the hall. The second demon, an ungodly large figure in a blue robe, a battered cap, an adorned belt, and both legs bound in hides, caught the thief, gouged his eyes out, and swallowed them. The emperor asked the larger ghost his name, and the ghost introduced himself humbly as Zhong Kui, once a failed candidate in the imperial examination. Once the emperor woke up, he asked the court painter to depict his dream just as he dreamt it, and he gave great details about the appearance of the larger spirit. Upon the painting being finished, the emperor is said to have been cured, and the depiction of Zhong Kui in paintings as a benevolent spirit to ward off ghosts and demons has become a tradition across China, carried out to this day. In ancient portraits, Zhong Kui is depicted in a blue battered cap, sometimes black. Yet modern ones show him in a vermilion court robe with a black gauze cap. He sometimes carries a sword at his side, sometimes he holds a fan. 5 smaller ghost servants surround him, each bearing a specific object: a lantern, a seal, a horse sled, and a gourd. And a bat hovers over him, capable of detecting mischievous spirits. The tiger is also part of the new depictions of Zhong Kui. He does not appear in the legend, but it seems to me that it's going to be a big part of the game. Now that we know who he is, let's dissect the Black Myth Zhong Kui teaser, shall we? And the webpage Game Science refers to at the end of the teaser.
Brother, help me here. You ain't even trying. It's all me. Look at that belly of yours. Where's the mountain? Hey, you're falling fat, losing again. Drop that coswallop. Master will take us back, as long as we keep that mountain in our heart. Hey. No scolding, no flogging, life spared. No risk going back. This place, we've got food on our table and... They're coming for us.
It sounds to me like these two people, believed to be hunted by our king of ghosts, or someone is coming after them. But I'm not so sure they are in fact spirits, since they mention
We've got food on our table and...
the need for food. I would also expect demons or spirits to be nimbler than this. There is obviously a master who is looking for a mountain. This could be a natural connection to Wukong, but I doubt the stories will be connected since the Game Science FIQ stated that upon completing the journey with the Destined One, we now aspire to take a tentative step back, to build more distinct game experiences, to challenge ourselves with bolder features, and to bring fresh ideas to our world and narrative design. They also mentioned changing their social media from Black Myth Wukong to simply Black Myth, which makes me think they intend to tell multiple non-connected Black Myths as time goes on. They clearly stated that similarities exist, and I'm guessing following the same business model refers to the gameplay, from difficulty to type, to the world, to the multitude of enemies, and even to the connection of the titles to the name of the played character. The bats in the background, reference to the bat, and the guys holding the sword makes me wonder if they are two of the 5 ghosts, but I can't see the other 3 anywhere. However, in one of the pictures in the gallery, we can see the 2 demons holding the sword, the tiger, Zhong Kui, and 5 other entities in the background. Could those be the 5 ghosts? The tiger is chef's kiss. Look at the fur, look at the droplets of water on him. Woo, I'm excited. And as it continues, we can finally see the character we will most likely play as, with an ornate belt, a fan, a black or blue, dark blue robe, and a gauze cap. Game Science combined different elements from the old and new depictions of Zhong Kui.
Where's the mountain?
As for the guys looking for the mountain, if we observe the background, I think the mountain is pretty close. Back to Zhong Kui's appearance. His skin is blue, his eyes kind of demonic, and I think we are going to play with the demon hunter Zhong Kui rather than the scholar Zhong Kui, which makes a lot of sense given the nature of the game. His armor, belt included, depicts 6 creatures, which leads me to think of the 5 ghosts plus the bat. And he clearly is holding a fan in his right hand. If it's anything as powerful as this fan, I'm happy. And if it's not, I'm happy. Before I wrap it up, looking at the website, we start by seeing Zhong Kui on his tiger. Same armor as in the trailer, without any bats or ghosts around. He is wielding his own sword. And if we scroll down, we can see this text. To hunt the ghost without is light, but those within burn deep to fight. For me, without refers to the outside world, his job coming easy to him. His legend says that he is so scary that a simple depiction of him keeps the ghosts and spirits in check and frightened. But those within, this probably refers to an internal conflict he might have had with people he left behind after his death. I'm beyond excited to hear more news from the creators, back at Game Science, and knowing how fast they develop Black Myth, there is little fear that this project will be postponed or we will be kept in the dark without any news for absolutely no reason. See you back on my channel with more Black Myth Wukong. Stay awesome and please tell your pets I love them.